You've got people who see something. It can create instantaneous ramping of fear, frenzy, concern in a community. You typically would see that kind of situation around serial rapes, serial murders. I can tell you that it creates grave concerns on our part, because what we don't want is people to be subsequently injured in an assault or murdered. Where somebody claims they felt threatened, or this frenzy just kind of takes over and people start behaving in ways that they would not otherwise behave.
Oh my god. I didn't know this was really real. Why you hide under that girl's bed that one time? I know you really don't kill, you just show up at people's houses.
Hi, Wrinkles. This is NBC2 in Fort Myers. We're just seeing your story really blow up online.
Meet Southwest Florida's Wrinkles the Clown.
A creepy clown named Wrinkles offered to terrorize naughty children for cash.
Hi, I have a child that's misbehaving pretty bad. If you will give me a call back at 2.
You can't miss his red and white polka dot suit.
Hi, Wrinkles. I'm a reporter at the Washington Post. I was hoping to interview you for a story about your amazingness.
I found this guy named Wrinkles the Clown, and he's a guy on Craigslist who you can call, and apparently he'll come to your address and scare children.
He makes me think I'm going to die.
You've reached Wrinkles the Clown. I'm not here to take your call. Leave me a message, I'll call you back.
Wrinkles, I'm a reporter with the Naples Daily News.
You're scaring little people that can't defend themselves.
Quit being a child molester.
I've never seen you in real life, but I love your YouTube videos. I'm so excited to leave this message for you. Please call me back.
Wrinkles is easily and often spotted around town.
Here he is in downtown Fort Myers and the Collier County Fair.
Hey, Wrinkles. I was writing a story about you, and I was interested in that thing you had with that little girl that was on YouTube.
If you haven't seen this video, good luck going to sleep tonight.
I mean, seriously, he was lurking under the bed of a sleeping little girl.
He goes by Wrinkles, but you may know him by his other name, Person of Interest.
I'm calling from CAA, which is a talent agency in Los Angeles.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Do you think we saw you hiding in a friend's backyard because you saw someone that looked
Hello, this is Lee County Sheriff's Department. We just wanted to call you to verify that you're not allowed out on Halloween night. If you are found or seen by any kids, you will be arrested on site.
That Wrinkles the Clown? No! Let me take a picture with him! Come on, man! Dude, he's a legend! What the fuck? Wrinkles walks by in the whole thing.
What I saw was like a little flyer, pamphlet on a post. I was walking home from work one day, and it had him and his number, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna try to call this, phone number. Get home, it goes right to his voicemail. I'm like, so I called him over and over again. He finally picked up. It was the coolest thing because it was, actually him saying, hey, what's going on?
I love what he's doing. It brings a spark, an energy to the neighborhood. And how many times we bring it up to people alone, Just be afraid of this. You can't be afraid of Jason. It's fiction. You can't be afraid of that character, but you better be afraid of Wrinkles. He's real.
Wrinkles, like, dude, I'm
That's
serious.
what awesome. He's real.
Oh, you've reached Wrinkles the Clown. I'm not here to take your call. Leave me a message, I'll call you back.
Wrinkles is Josh Palmer again. He's acting up.
If they don't start acting up, I'm gonna give you my address to come and get these little motherfuckers.
You wanna see what he look like? Look, this is what he look like.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
My kids' names are Angelina and Mia. He said he needs the TV. He said, so come out this motherfucking TV. Hey, Wrinkle, I need you to come get these badass kids I got.
Mirror, why Chief not come back? Why?
Oh, it's for him, maybe forget. Noose has been like a madman. His personal vengeance has shamed me on him. However, did you have much trouble getting here? No, it's good, thanks. Take your breath. If it is right.
I'll probably never unmask myself. I don't want to be hassled. I get hassled enough with the phone calls, things like that. I don't need kids recognizing me on the street. I'm not going to talk to you in my real voice either. You want wrinkles, you're going to get wrinkles, including the voice.
My braves will hold siege on the fort, but will not attack again. Unless this...
I get hundreds and hundreds of voicemails a day. The whole viral thing for me is, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Everybody and their fucking grandmother has my phone number. Hey, Jesus Christ. I get moms and dads that call and ask whose number this is because they see the number in the kid's phone and they want to know who it is. You get kids that call and are like, hey, we love your Wrinkles and all that good stuff. Then you got your legit parents out there that really are looking for some behavioral services. My favorite kind of scares are the ones that pay the most. I'll show up outside in the backyard, maybe give a knock on the window and, make sure they see me and give them a wave. But, I'm not wielding knives and machetes and things like that. I give parents a sticker and I say, well, yeah, put the sticker up here in the fridge. And if you tell them, hey, you misbehave again, Wrinkles is gonna come back. There's his phone number right now. I'll call him right now.
Oh, you've reached Wrinkles the Clown. Leave me a message, I'll call you back.
Hello, Wrinkle. Let me call you back. I'm gonna call you back because I think she's trying to act right now. But if she doesn't act right, I'll give you... Hey, Wrinkle, just call and let you know Caleb being bad in the store.
She's running around and everything. Yeah. Okay. I want you to come get her for a minute or do something because she's being bad.
There you go. Hang on. You got it?
I want you to eat her.
Kayla, can you tell me what how Wrinkle the Clown would sound to you?
Kayla, I'm gonna eat you if you be bad.
Oh, you want me to bring you to her? Bring her to you? All right. Yeah, because she's been bad, Wrinkle.
Yeah. There you go. Good job.
I scared him because he come to my house and scare me at night if I be asleep.
Oh, yeah? But what if you're good? What happens?
He don't come and visit me if I be bad, if I be good.
If you're good, he doesn't come to visit? Oh, okay. I don't see that that's child abuse. They're gonna try and push the limit the older that they get. And so that's basically just a boundary saying, you can go this far, just don't cross that line.
Ghost said they're gonna eat me, and Ghost said no.
Oh, okay. I think he did it to actually become some type of contributor to society, giving parents another way to discipline the kid and bring them in line early.
Skype can't connect to your webcam. I don't have a webcam.
Hey, Dad, I'm doing the interview right now.
Yeah, I could see where people would hire Wrinkles, especially if their children were being naughty.
I'm not naughty. You're scaring me.
I would definitely hire Wrinkles to scare somebody because I'm a terrible person, man.
I know where the gun is, okay? And I will. If he shows up in my room at 3 a.m.
Edie, you're gonna get me arrested here.
He went in the bathroom, he got toilet paper, he was just throwing it all around the house. I caught the number. And the voicemail picked up again. And when he heard the laugh, he lost his mind. I promise, he lost his mind. He just started crying, and I promise he didn't move for about, I think like 2 hours. He didn't move for like 2 hours.
Okay. Hey, Wrinkle the Clown. Kayla's being bad. I need you to come get her because she's being bad. I'd be bad then.
Hi, Wrinkles. There's this very bad child, Jordan, and I was just wondering if you could give me a call back. You hear this? This is Wrinkles.
So misguided. My name is George Holden. I'm a professor and chair of psychology at Southern Methodist University, and I'm a developmental psychologist. I study parent-child relationships, family violence, parents' use of discipline. This idea of calling Wrinkles a clown is really misguided. If it's done frequently enough, if it's a pattern of behavior, in this case we're talking about terrorizing a child, that is currently accepted as one manifestation of psychological maltreatment, which is a form of child abuse. I found out about Wrinkles the Clown through a news story. To me, it's sad that he couldn't come up with a more positive approach. He doesn't actually have to travel into a home, but that threat can still be, at least for kids, as powerful as the real thing.
I said, you're hyper now, Mrs. Want to play with the ducks. Well, they're running over here. Throw it in there. I definitely will use Wrinkle 100% of the time over spankings. Spankings, that kind of leaves a mark, you know, and so the phone, it's a voice, and it kind of leaves a scary option of if I'm bad, then I gotta hear this voice, and she doesn't want to hear the voice.
The savage has come to beg for peace. Honey, I did not come to
When I was a kid, you know, you got the fucking belt. You know, my dad is old school. He would go hard on you, you know. He cared about us, and he didn't want us to get in trouble, so. Now it's like, you know, you can't hit your kids, you can't do this, you go to jail. So, you know, they're using psychological warfare and things like that, you know. They're using what's available. And is that as harmful as spanking your kid with a belt? You know, I don't know. It's up to you. You're the parent. I've been asked before if I feel guilty about the parents that want to use me for behavioral services. You know, that's a contract between me and mom and dad. That's nobody else's business. So, you know, you got a problem with it, you can take it up with mom and dad, because I'm just doing my job.
Why are you stalking little kids?
Oh, here, I have an idea. Is this good? What I want to do when I'm older is I want to be a professional animal trainer. So this is my dog Schnitzel. He is a Schnauzer mix. And then this is my mom's dog, Gracie. Her owners died, and no one really knows how, not even like police or anything. Okay, so I just wanted to try to call clowns just to see like what would happen, and I didn't get in trouble for it, but my parents were like, "Why are you calling a clown?" And I was like, "Well, Wrinkles sounds more real than what I've seen on YouTube."
I was like, don't be looking up numbers online. Don't be calling random people. You don't even know if this is access to this stuff is scary because you don't know what they're getting into, and you try to keep an eye on it and but you can't govern all of it, and so you just kind of have to hope that that they have a good sense of what's good and not. And yet you've got children who otherwise wouldn't even care about clowns, except now scary clowns are cool, and so he goes clown crazy sometimes.
Hey, Wrinkles. I love clowns. I love everything. Clowns inspire me. Call me back, leave me a message, text me, anything. I'm making a YouTube video. Bye.
If I hired Wrinkles, once my kid fell asleep, I would make him hide under here, and I would like make him bang stuff like under here, and like make him like get freaked out a little bit, and then once they fall asleep again, like I would have him like come out like this, and I would have him go like that maybe, and like just like try to mess with him even more, and then once they fell asleep again, I would have him go like this. I think some people sometimes need to be scared every once in a while. Just like some people, if they're like really sad or something, you can just try to scare them and it'll just make them like, I guess, a little happier. Like if I'm home alone watching creepy videos and I get scared, I kind of like it. Like it'll start feeling real to me, like there's something else creepy happening like in the room with me.
What are you doing? Slenderman. Okay, Slenderman. I just felt something behind me. Okay. I know that Slenderman is real. I know that he is.
Folklore is an outlet for connecting with other people. The superstitions they believe, the legends that they tell. Folklorists, and myself included, find this to be richly evocative of what culture is.
Dude. We have to just put rice in it. Cut it and then cut it out and put it with the knife. Shit. Okay. Tag your.
Diablo, you were it. Diablo, you were it.
Go.
One of the things that happens with legends is we try to verify that they're real or not.
Charlie, Charlie, can we play? Charlie, Charlie, can we...
Online, we see that kids are propelling the transmission of folklore in a very, very rapid succession in ways that were not previously done before.
Devil. 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 Right again.
Folklore provides an opportunity for us to perform and test out ideas, to experiment with something that is scary.
I'm so scared.
What if we go missing and they play this on the news the next day?
And play with that to test the boundaries of safety.
Bloody Mary, 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 Bloody Mary.
You've reached Wrinkles the Clown. I'm not here to take your call. Leave me a message, I'll call you back.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
No.
Try it again, try it again.
You've reached Wrinkles the Clown. I'm not here to take your call.
Did you hear that? That was crazy. Now that's Wrinkles the Clown.
Should we show him the phone number? Wait, shh, everyone be quiet. 407-734.
0254. Call that number. Now.
I'm going to call Wrinkles.
He's gonna eat us.
What makes Wrinkles the Clown significant as an example of digital folklore is how people have responded to his phone number and have made kind of a ritual out of calling him. And videos documenting the proof of actually contacting Wrinkles is part of the performance. It's a part of the ritual.
You've reached Wrinkles the Clown. I'm not here to take your call. Leave me a message, I'll call you back.
What the heck? Dude, that's scary. I told you. I told you.
We have some bad kids in North Carolina. I haven't even lived to double check
Bye, Mr. Wrinkle. It went straight to voicemail.
Oh, well, he's there at least.
Wait. He put it to voice. He just turned off the phone completely. Yeah, let me go in here and turn off the TV. This is where I do all my videos. I should have just gone in here. For fun, I like to watch videos and make videos on my YouTube channel. What I like about YouTube is you can be creative and you can do what you want and not have to do what anybody else wants. Me and my sister were watching YouTube videos and we came across Wrinkles the Clown, and so we started doing research on him, and then we just called him for a video. We're like, what if he answers? What if he's gonna be real creepy? What if he's gonna start threatening us? What if he just can't take getting called like that? And we're sitting there like, we shouldn't have done this. It feels like a horror movie when you see something's about to happen. After I saw the video, I felt paranoid. And I had a nightmare, and like there was clowns in my house, and like you couldn't see them, but you could see a shadow of them walk by, and it was like very creepy, and it made me like very scared. I took out my box spring, and I slept just on the floor on my mattress and everything. I didn't want anything underneath my bed because I just don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and there be a clown sitting there, and I don't want to start screaming. We ordered boxes and I put it in my closet just so nothing could get in my closet. Nothing could be under my bed. I just felt more safe, and locked my windows. It kind of sucks to not be able to feel safe at your own house.
Wrinkles, I need you to come to my house and kidnap a little girl. What did we do to deserve this?
Scaring kids, scaring people. I don't know what kind of parents do that. No parent I know.
Talcum powder, put it in a sock to set it. Because you want to be matte, you don't want to be shiny.
Real clowning is putting on grease paint, makeup, putting the money into the costumes, into your craft, having the right kind of heart, and your goal is to make people smile, make people laugh. That's a lot harder than scaring people.
Now, a circus clown likes to have a full half hour for putting on his face.
The sort of default clown that most Americans are familiar with is the happy clown. And this is because of, like, Bozo the Clown, the happy birthday clown. We love the trickster figure. We love the figure that makes us think and makes us laugh and maybe embarrasses us.
These clowns are trying out a new act.
Historically, clowns operated in silence. And part of that goes back to their nature and their role in the circus. They're exaggerated, they're over the top, they're hyperhuman. They can do these weird, bizarre, seemingly supernatural things. We know that there's a human underneath the grease paint and the wig and whatever else, and yet there's something unnatural about them, something inhuman. On one hand, they're presenting themselves to the public as happy and goofy. On the other hand, of course, we know that that's an act. You don't know their identity, you don't know what their intentions are, you don't know what they're gonna do, and that creeps people out. When you add in the access to children, that just amps it up.
Gee, like that. Oh, Marcus is going wild.
I do have a fear of clowns. I do have colorophobia, which is the fear of clowns. Their faces painted, and it's scary. Like, what are you gonna do?
You remember when I dressed up as a clown to scare you?
No.
Well, I do, and you screamed and fell backwards and laid there.
It's a mistake to ask, when did clowns go bad? Because the evil side has always been there. One of the most famous evil clowns historically is Mr. Punch, the star of the Punch and Judy shows, which have been popular in England for centuries. These two puppets are just nasty and abusive and vile and homicidal, and it's a kid show, and kids love it. So when you see these evil clowns come out in culture and pop culture and movies and films and things like that, it's really hearkening back to a more genuine part of the clown.
You can call me Joker.
When you're down here with me,
You float down!
Today I just came from face painting at a party, and like 6 other boys wanted to be Pennywise. And there's a whole generation growing up with no positive image of a clown whatsoever.
I go to a party, I make people laugh, and I make cool stuff like this. You get a bunch of kids rocking around these. 3D! Cool. Slap on a mask, you have this empowerment to make people react to you, you know? And that's a powerful thing, you know? But that's what terrorism is.
Real clowns are not scary.
John Gacy, a man who liked to put on a clown suit and entertain children. Now he is charged with 1 murder, and the police have found, at last count, 27 bodies buried under his house and garage, and 2 more in a nearby river.
In the 1980s, soon after John Wayne Gacy, rumors and stories circulated that there were clowns, often groups of them in white vans, that were circling around trying to abduct kids. And it spread. In each case, you had these rumors in the school districts, in the communities, often shared in the news media and by parents who would call panicked. A van of clowns trying to abduct kids? Of course you're gonna freak out. Who wouldn't freak out?
It started off Wrinkles the Clown. It just says that, you know, something to keep me occupied as, you know, retired and whatnot. You know, I did the face makeup and everything, but after a while, especially living down here, the face makeup, it just melts off. You know, no one was hiring me when I was just a regular clown. I just thought, yeah, you know, maybe I'll give it a little edge. Something different. All these clowns are the same. It's kind of boring. Saw this one mask on eBay, and I don't know, I just liked the way it looked. It was somewhere between like Michael Myers and my grandfather. And I was like, hey, that's pretty funny. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of got everything I need. So I gave it a try.
I'm outside. I had to come tell my mama that it powered off. I'm a comedian, and I can make people laugh very easily. I can do a funny face. When I was 8 years old, I first heard about Wrinkles. I was, like, very freaked out. I was kind of scared that he would come to my house or something.
What you want, bruh? You want to fight? Come over to Georgia, okay? Mom. And I'm not telling you my address, so you might as well find my address. I have a mama that's crippled, but I can still fight back. I have a dog that's named Halo. Where is she? Bring her name to Fiona.
Don't you make me drop you. Fiona, can I borrow some of your cat food? Okay. Good girl.
We hate you. Who cares about you? You need to be in jail right now. Say something. Quit messing with these children. Stop. Now I can come up there and whoop your ass right now.
I'm sorry.
Hey, who cares about you? I care about God. Do you care about the devil or something?
Yes, he does.
I said the A word.
Well, I had no idea she was talking to actual Wrinkles, you know.
I wasn't talking to him. I left a voicemail. I'm scared about another cuss word or something.
Well, they've already heard it. That's just crazy. It's funny. But, yeah, at that time, I remember last year, clowns are meant to be, you know, funny, running around the rodeos and acting a fool and at birthday parties, honk, 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 honk.
Honk.
Not out trying to hurt people, scaring children. They could grow up being traumatized by something like that. not only liking clowns, but just not
I need a granny.
trusting people and stuff.
I just had a nightmare last night. Hello. My dad got killed by Wrinkles, and he like locked him up in a basement or something. If I would have found him, I'm for real. I'll see how he likes it in the basement. Hi, baby. I'm gonna try and get her to lay on her back. There she goes. She was laying on her back. I also think Wrinkles wants to have fun, but it's not working. Because he's killing kids.
He took a little kid home and killed him. And probably made artwork with blood all over the wall.
Well, Florida's just basically a fucking giant swamp with houses, you know, like just strung about, a lot of shopping, a lot of stores that nobody needs. Yeah, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's just, you know, I'm not doing the golf and, you know, going to the country club and things like that, you know, I've never really fit into that kind of lifestyle. They don't really do the strip club as much as I like to. It costs a lot of money, you know. It gets harder and harder as you get older. Then you start getting lonely. You know, sometimes I dream about maybe having a girl to settle down with, you know. What am I gonna do? Like, have them come back to the van? I just want to go out there and have some fun and you know, do something different. Sometimes I go home and I feel good about it. It's kind of rewarding in a way, you know, and it kind of makes it worth all the bullshit. Well, sometimes I can just close my eyes in the mask and just get in my own head.
She's down here excited because she doesn't know. Yeah, that's you good. Won. That's good. I know. That's good. Guys, no, you won the money. What's outside? What? Huh? There's something outside. Huh? I swear, there's something outside. What the fuck? What? What? Oh my God! Go, guys!
I'd probably have a heart attack over that. Yeah, That would scare me to death. He was sitting on the table one evening right after supper and started calling him. You know, I was afraid he was going to give him information and him come here. And, you know, you hear all those bad stories, and it was scary at first.
Remember when I had to take out my box spring? Because I got real creeped out when I saw the video of him coming out. So he put it under your bed. If he's under your bed, you can protect yourself. Yeah. The reason I'm not scared of wrinkles anymore is just I learned how to like be okay with it. It's like I basically got scared so much I'm not scared anymore.
So basically today I'm going to be showing you the clown mask and the little knife that I bought with it. This is the mask. It's going to be my Halloween costume for next year. Daddy, how'd you do this? No, I know how to do it.
Oh, yeah?
I want to do it. It's so tight.
Well, yeah, it is. I see your eyes bulging through the holes. Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Before he got
It's like he turns into somebody else when this thing's on.
I think that when someone puts on a mask or a costume, they feel like they can kind of just be a different person. If there's something you want to change about yourself, you kind of can. Like if there's someone at like my school walking around and they wouldn't know me, I could just act like a completely different person and they wouldn't know at all. Whew, it's hot in there.
Sex with a miniature horse on multiple occasions. He used a condom so that he wouldn't get a disease. He's now being held in the Marion County Jail.
I don't know what's next for me. I live day by day. This is kind of where I'm at. This is what I got. This is what I'm working with. I don't know. I'm just kind of living out my last years. I don't know if there'll be a Wrinkles legacy, so to speak. I think it'll just be like, hey, remember that one time we called that clown? That was scary. Yeah, Wrinkles the Clown.
What's up, bro? What you doing?
Who's this?
Tune in to your mama.
Oh, that's a good one. I haven't heard that one yet today.
Hey, Wrinkles the Clown.
Yeah.
You up to scare somebody?
That's what I do. It never ends. You got the pranks, you know, but mostly it's just real violent stuff.
I gotta come down to fucking Florida and beat your old wrinkly ass. We live in a big pasture, and my dad has guns to shoot the coyotes, but he'll shoot you instead.
I will piss on you right now. I'll fucking rip your dick off and fucking make you eat it.
I'll slap you with a fucking jackhammer.
Fucking Mexican mafia coming for your ass. We'll cut out your tongue, bitch. And I'll stick needles in your eyeballs and tie you to a fucking tree and fucking chop off your fingers and fucking just fucking torture you, you fucking sick bastard. I'm gonna fucking hang you up like fucking Vladimir and Putin.
I'll take this fucking baseball bat and beat your fucking brains in.
But I'm gonna burn your clown ass. Kill yourself, Wrinkles the fucking Clown!
If Wrinkles came to my house, I'll tell him I have a game for you. We'll just stay shoulder to shoulder and then push you in the water with the alligators.
It's kind of disheartening to hear, and but at the same time, it just, you know, it doesn't really have an effect on me anymore. It's like, you know, I'm still kicking. No one's come to try to kill me yet. You know, sometimes these kids text me and like, the more I text back, the more they're trying to call and find out more information, or they want to prove to their friends I'm real. They're always asking me, send me a picture of yourself, send me a video, you're fake, you're not real, send me you know. It doesn't really matter who's behind the mask, you know? Like, doesn't matter who Wrinkles is. Wrinkles is Wrinkles.
Who are you? Where did you come from? How is your life?
I want to know who you are.
Who are you and why are you doing this?
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you and can you tell me your real name, please? You're just this weird old man, probably. Why do you have to wear a mask?
You don't know if he's a good person or if he has bad intentions. You don't know if he's trying to do this for fun or trying to kill you.
Who are you under that mask? Who are you under that mask? Can you get a star under that mask? Can you get a star? Who are you?
When he's a clown, he could live in the middle of a shack. Whenever he's his regular person, he could be living in a big old house in the middle of town in Florida.
My friends have said that he's been working like this for over like 65 years.
It's also funny to imagine that he refuses to drive or take cars. He just walks around everywhere.
You can call him, he'll scare people for you, and he's pretty scary himself.
It's sort of like a boogeyman type situation, except actually existent.
He probably on Halloween, he's like very scary, but on New Year's, he's like very happy. Because it's a new year to scare kids.
There's two people in his body, multiple personalities, like bipolar disorder. You could be sitting beside a murderer and not even knowing it.
Yeah. How am I going to know when I'm not in frame, or are you guys going to be able to cut that if you see
That's
me
all,
close?
yeah, that's all Mike.
Okay,
Don't worry
good.
about it at all.
Thank you.
Mike will move around it.
Roger. You good?
Yes, action.
I'm Wrinkles the Clown. I'm not a 65-year-old man.
Ready? Action.
You know, the actor that was chosen to represent the myth of Wrinkles under the mask, I think was a perfect match. I think he embodies what Wrinkles would look like. He has wrinkles in all the right spots. He has the gray hair. You know, is this guy nice? Is this guy gonna murder me? And that's kind of how Wrinkles is, you don't know. There's a number of reasons why I think it's a good idea for me to keep my identity hidden. I don't want to make this project about me. If people knew who was under the mask, it would kind of ruin the experience. Besides the fact of just trying to preserve the mystery of the Wrinkles character, Wrinkles gets multiple death threats a day, and that's fine for Wrinkles, that's fine for the project, but I just don't need that in my personal life. At the end of the day, Wrinkles is just a guy in a mask and a suit, and these kids and these people have taken the Wrinkles character and molded it into what they want it to be. Some of them think he's funny, some of them think he's rude, some of them think he's scary, some of them think he's fake, some of them think he's a ghost or some kind of paranormal like apparition, and really left it open to let people decide on their own what they think about Wrinkles. I never in a million years thought that anybody would think that Wrinkles is a real person, let alone that he scares children for money. You know, I made it up. But I think parents that use the Wrinkles voicemail as an actual disciplinary tactic to keep their children in line is kind of messed up. I mean, it's not something that I would do as a parent. I think it's kind of psychologically damaging.
Hey, I have these 2 to 3 kids that don't know how to listen. We give you the price of $30 to come scare them.
But, you know, it's not too far off from what is kind of already socially acceptable with telling your kids that if you're not a good person or if you lie or if you cheat or steal, you know, you're going to burn in hell for eternity. You know, I think it's more cruel and unusual than anything that Wrinkles has ever done or has ever claimed to do. I was always just very curious as a child and just very imaginative.
Okay, I need to put this sprinkle mask on. Not on me.
The clown under the bed is just such a go-to for anyone to think of because of how iconic it is, going back to the poltergeist clown under the bed kind of thing. I remember as a kid getting a head start and running into my bed because I was afraid something was gonna come up from underneath it and grab my ankles and pull me under, and that would be the end of me. It is a classic kind of fear. I tried getting in the trundle bed and I was too big. We couldn't close the drawer, which we all kind of got a chuckle out of it, you know, so my friend who's a little slimmer than I am said, hey, you know what, I could fit. All right, well, here, put the costume on and I'll get behind the camera and let's make this video. All right, is everyone ready?
Yep.
All right. Action. Action 2. This video has a couple elements to make it look more like a security camera. With these effects, you can obscure things more, and I felt like that really helped make the video more believable. Stop for a second. Okay, really good. This time you're just gonna kind of look at her, you're not gonna do anything, you don't want to do anything too creepy. Maybe put a doll next to her or something. Okay, get up, start looking around. All right, stop. What if we just had him grab the camera, disable it, and then you get to use your imagination of what happened after that? It leaves it open. And so it makes it create a story that you're going to continue. We always make a lot of jokes about living here in Naples, Florida. You know, people just come here to die, and if you're 70 and up and you want to play golf and you want to be in competitions with your neighbor and whose house looks nicer and who drives a better car, then yeah, Naples, Florida is a great place to live. So I kind of love that Wrinkles looked older and he kind of looked a little creepy, and he kind of reminded me of my grandfather, who was retired, always grumpy, but hilarious and always had the best jokes. For the most part, I've always been kind of quiet and kind of shy, and I've never been in performing arts, and to all of a sudden turn on a switch and just be a personality that wasn't myself, that was kind of funny, but kind of rude, and just kind of annoyed by children. I felt like it was one of the biggest rushes of my life.
Yeah, Wrinkles the Clown.
Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
You're gonna get a lot of that. You can't believe that someone answered and you're just gonna hang up.
Yeah, Wrinkles the Clown. Hey, how's it going, guys?
I love your voicemail. It's so cool.
Oh, yeah? That's nice. Thank you.
Dude, that voicemail sounds just like that.
Well, that's my voice, so that would make sense, right?
Wrinkle,
Yeah.
do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't use the internet.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't like the internet. It's too hard.
Are you a killer clown?
No, I never killed nobody.
Good. Everybody can tell that you're bad, but I don't believe them.
No, yeah, you know, a lot of people think a lot of different things.
You're so nice.
You caught me on a good day.
Okay, Wrinkle.
All right, you kids be good.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, too.
I feel like 5 years ago, I was so much more naive than I am now, because I was actually really able to prove a lot of things to myself. You know, I put a picture, a name, and a phone number on a sticker, and people just did whatever they wanted with it. People, of course, were taking pictures of it, putting it online. After seeing that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna start bolstering this online presence as well. So I created the Have You Seen Wrinkles website and YouTube channel, and that's when I started like putting a lot more pictures and, you know, quote unquote Wrinkles sightings. I'm trying to think if the video or the sticker came first. I think the video came first. So after that, it became kind of fun to make Wrinkles videos. The second one was Wrinkles walking through a parking lot with a shopping cart full of junk as if he was homeless. The next video was on US 41. I think we actually shot that video on the same night.
Hey!
NBC2 local news was really what kickstarted everything.
It is a thing of nightmares. Have you seen this clown?
Meet Southwest Florida's Wrinkles the Clown.
People pay me to go scare their friends. People pay me to go dance at their parties. You know, that kind of things, bar mitzvahs and whatnot.
All that content was already in place, so it was just so easy for them to put them together and make this like fantastic story.
An internet hit. A Google Plus account is dedicated to his sightings.
That created an opportunity for people to say, well, why is this man dressing up as a clown? What is he doing? Why does he keep doing it?
Oh my God.
And once it hit the Washington Post, it just kind of snowballed after that.
It's actually the first clown ever that can't get other clowns to squeeze into a car with him. They're like, no, you know, you're a little bit too creepy. We're gonna walk.
The man inside the mask is a 65-year-old Rhode Island transplant who got sick of making balloon animals and has moved more towards a menacing, see this balloon, kid? It's your head, before popping it kind of a clown.
Like, happy birthday, Susie. We got you a gift that'll haunt you forever.
Watching Jimmy Fallon make fun of Wrinkles, like, oh my God, I can't believe that this actually went as far as it did. I think a lot of people started recognizing that whoever this Wrinkles the Clown is, he's getting a lot of attention, and I'd like to get some of that attention too, and I'm gonna dress up like a clown and go in the woods and scare my friends.
Disturbing report out of Greenville, South Carolina, in a neighborhood there. People living there say a clown is trying to lure children into the woods.
Right there at that tree back there.
They say he uses money and candy to get children's attention.
I thought my child was, seeing things. The next day, I had about 30 kids come up to me and say, "Did you see the clowns in the woods?"
I'm over here to make sure we get a full understanding of what is law enforcement doing, because we have around 200 to 300 children out here.
We were working some overtime squads to patrol in areas where we thought that we would see potential clown sighting. What was different about this situation was the viral nature of the social media.
Clowns in the
Clown
woods.
sightings.
Clowns.
Terrorizing a town in South Carolina.
County 911, what is the location of the emergency?
I am reporting the killer clown.
You're reporting what?
The news about the clown that's like reportedly going around neighborhoods, kidnapping children, raping them, and killing them.
Are you just calling to tell me this is in the news, or do you see him out there?
I've seen him out here.
I felt the fear would overtake us.
I'm begging you, whoever you are, clowns, get away.
The latest clown sighting happened Tuesday night at Shimwood Crossing Apartments.
All we see is these men jumping over the fence, looking at the kids, and then they take off running, so we all run back here and chasing them and stuff. We see them busting through the wood right here, pulling the wood, and they ran through.
I can see if my kid gets snatched up one of them. It's just, it's crazy. It's real.
It was kind of scary to see where it was going, because I didn't know if, well, shit, did we have anything to do with this? Before you know it, you have this creepy clown phenomenon.
Since then, sightings keep increasing.
Those creepy clowns are making headlines from coast to coast.
Flomaton, Montgomery, Moundville, Brighton, Irondale, Rainbow City, Anniston, it's happening everywhere.
It started in South Carolina and now it's up here.
I'm just freaking out because I'm going all over Instagram and all I see is, oh, clowns, clowns, clowns,
Nobody knows how to defend against it because we don't know if it's a prank or if they're really trying to harm people.
Now kids are carrying around machetes with clown masks on and things like that.
Police Chief Kenny Hampton said he saw a clown carrying a machete.
He's subject to get shot.
A clown attacked you here tonight and cut you with a knife?
Yeah.
How scared were you?
I was a lot scared.
He used his selfie stick to hit the clown, who then disappeared into the woods.
Sir, I was not scaring. I promise you, I was not scaring nobody.
I'm a kid, and I'm afraid that the clowns are going to kidnap me.
You can't be too cautious when it comes to kids. You can definitely, especially with shootings, and this weird clown thing.
God forbid a kid ever shows up with a bomb or with a machete and a clown suit and starts hacking people up at a school or anything like that. And especially if they ever blamed it on Wrinkles, that would make me feel terrible.
I am a nervous wreck. The fact that there was a threat of a shooting at the school, and not just one of the schools, it was all three of them.
The most serious incident so far, though, has been the death of a 16-year-old in Reading, Pennsylvania.
It's extremely alarming about what's going on right now in the United States.
After rumors spread on the Penn State campus Tuesday morning that clowns were spotted nearby, over 500 students took to the streets to find them.
I definitely took a step back, but once I saw the power of throwing an idea out and having people grab onto that idea and react to it, I figured that here's an opportunity to really learn some things. I would put my phone down and walk away from it for an hour and come back, and there would be thousands of notifications, and my phone was dying because it just couldn't keep up with all of the text messages and voicemails. They were calling with their concerns, or calling with their hatred, or calling with their absolute acceptance. What does this tell us about different people and how they process information, how they view it in the media, how they view it in social media, or just the ideas that they made up in their head, just seeing a sticker on a light pole? What did their imagination dream up?
This one is one of my top favorites. It says, "Would you rather die or die?" And I thought that would just be kind of funny and creepy at the same time. Starts out with his head. Starts kind of like this.
You're trying to make it not look perfect. The end goal is to make yourself look like a clown. I put on clown makeup to scare people. Then you're just gonna put it on your nose. I need red lipstick. I'll be right back.
Once I found out about Wrinkles, I started having other ideas for clown videos. So we got makeup, and then we just basically wanted clips of him like running and like trying to scare. I feel like my videos are a reflection of my personality. Like I try to act goofy. I just like make videos that like make me happy, make me laugh.
Found some. The crazy lady's back.
Yeah, started out, she would just try to put on makeup because everybody else was putting on makeup. But she would make herself look like a clown. I'm like, you are not going to town with me looking like a clown.
You're just gonna take it a lot.
When I upload one of my new videos, I'm excited. I'm happy that like I've got a video done and that I've edited it. I feel like I've accomplished something. I do have a goal to become a filmmaker one day.
What's your favorite food?
Cats.
I always had the mind of him playing football. I had people coming up to me all the time. He could play for the Cowboys when he gets older. The doctor says he's going to be 6'5" when he's older. And that's just not him. This is him. This is what he likes to do.
You need to make a big dot on your face. Now I'm Wrinkles.
And then I'll do this too.
Have you talked to this neighbor already, or?
No, I don't really know them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this kind of is a perfect spot. There's a little bit of cover, and it gives a little, a little mystery, and it might make them look a little bit harder.
Sure.
So family would be playing cards here?
Sitting here having one or two kids just right there.
Maybe you're filming and you kind of zoom in. You just zoom in a little bit and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? Like, holy shit. The less you say, the better. Let them be the ones that react. But you'll still be recording, but you're going to be running as well. Just seeing floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling.
With the camera?
With the camera. And maybe you drop the phone in the hallway and then we're going to pick up all the audio of the genuine reaction.
How great would it be if she drops it?
Yeah, then I could come in, Wrinkles could come in, see the phone, bend down, pick it up, end the video.
Do you want to get some pizza later on? That's going to be the code.
Do you guys want to go get pizza? Yeah.
You want to get something? That's when you know that he's here. He just texted here.
When my timer goes off on my phone, then I know I'm going to start doing the peek around. The peek around.
Did anyone see that? What's outside? I swear there's something outside. What the fuck? What?
I'll come in, I'll grab the phone, I'll hit stop. Oh, Jesus Christ. And then after that happens, I'm booking it.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. You guys heard those screams, right?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. One girl came back to see, like, everyone else had ran. I don't know who it was, but one girl came back, and then she saw me, like, on the porch, and she fucking lost her mind. Holy shit, this fucking cops all over this neighborhood. I think on this one, I'm gonna cut it off. Let's see. I kind of love the abruptness of that. You know, with that, it kind of leaves more to the imagination. Like, well, what the hell? What happened after that? What, you know, did Wrinkles get him? Did they get away? Did they call the cops? Did they, you know, whatever. I don't think anything I do after the Wrinkles project is going to have as big of an impact, but sometimes you surprise yourself. Maybe this is just a gateway into something bigger.
I think there is an element of internet troll to Wrinkles. He's provocative, right? He's trying to get a reaction out of you. Maybe it's screaming with laughter, maybe it's terror, maybe it's calling his phone number, who knows?
By calling him, you're essentially inviting him into your life. Testing those boundaries is a part of growing up.
I'm gonna be calling a killer clown. Apparently his name is Wrinkles. I got this number 100% real off the internet.
I think people just want to see what would happen if they called a clown. Like, maybe he would come to their house or something. They just want to see what could happen.
Oh, dang. I think the creepiest part's when he grabs the camera and, like, it just goes out. Like, I think if the girl woke up, it would be complete madness and, like, she would start screaming bloody murder. He don't have any eyeballs. How does he see?
I do parties, children behavioral services, the whole shebang, you know, give me a call.
You're the real one that gets hired to scare the shit out of the kids?
Yeah, Wrinkles the Clown, you heard of me?
Yeah.
You know, maybe the negative parts of Wrinkles will die off, and maybe the fun parts of Wrinkles will live on.
His name is Wrinkles.
Sweet dreams.
As many people that hate Wrinkles and hope he dies a slow, horrible death, there's a lot of people out there that love Wrinkles, and they love the character, and they like the funny parts about him, and they like the cynical parts that they can relate to.
I love you, Wrinkles, so much. I think you're the #1 clown. We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. You're my role model. I can laugh like you. Listen. Yup, 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 yup. Wrinkles!
What are you doing?
What are you doing? High five again.
High five?
High five again. Please. High five. Oh my God, you're so cute.
Oh, God, I can't see. There's too many high fives going on here. 1, 2, 3. Wrinkles.
Our individual minds are such humongous places, and the places that you can go, it can be some of the darkest, deepest depths of just awful terribleness to some of the most enlightening, most beautiful places. It's just interesting to see where people decide to go in their mind, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are taking this very small information they know about Wrinkles the Clown and deciding which way to take it.
We saw your YouTube video.
I don't have a YouTube video. What are you talking about?
Yeah, all right.
Come on up. All right, last picture of the night. Wrinkles gotta go to the bathroom.